today I'm going to be doing my Pan That Palette update. It's been a while since I've updated you guys, and then I'll be doing a quick get ready with me just because I need to get ready. Then I can show you kind of the green look that I've been wearing, and a lot of you guys have really liked that. So I thought I would do that today and then just chit chat with you guys. So let's go ahead and get started. So I put up a poll on my community page about next year's project pans. So thank you to those of you who voted. I'm still kind of deciding what I want to do as far as, I think what I'm leaning towards is doing a smaller project pan, but then doing like 1 or 2 palettes a month. Maybe either 2 different palettes a month, 1 look from each, or 1 palette a month and then do a day and night look. So let me know down below. I'm still trying to figure it out. I might put a small palette in my project pan and just bundle that all together. So it's kind of like just one thing. But yeah, I'm still trying to decide. So let me know. The votes are pretty even on those 2 choices. So we'll see. Thank you guys so much for all your love and support on my video about my husband's concussion. I really, really appreciate it. It was very hard to put up, you know, just being so raw and real, and I appreciate you guys as being supportive and kind, so thank you. Here's what my palette looked like last check-in. And here's what it looks like today. So I hit pan on 2 shades, so I hit pan right here on Undone and also on Last Sin. So I don't know that I'll be able to hit pan on half the shades before the end of the year, but I've really been trying. I've been dabbling more into the green, into this shade right here. I've also been going more into Bobby Dazzle, trying to work that one down, and this one as well. And so you can see how wide the pan is up here on this one. I've gotten quite a bit of pan there, and actually quite a bit here on Last Sin too, for just hitting pan recently on it. So I feel like I've done pretty good, but I just don't know if I'll be able to get my goal. But I still got a ton of use out of this palette, and I feel like I've really gotten to know it, know all the colors, know which ones I like and which ones I don't really like. Like, I'm not really a fan of this color here. I find it to be really hard to blend and just hard to work with. I like this shade here, but it has a lot of fallout, so I have to be careful with it. So that's the thing, is when you jump into a palette like this and you just kind of go for it, you really get to know what colors you like and what colors you don't. But I'm also ready to start experimenting with different palettes, and I feel like there's a lot of palettes that I have that have been neglected because I've been mostly using and focusing on this palette. All right, little Miss is here. She is joining me. We're going to be visiting Big Brother for lunch today. So she's here hanging out with me. Hi, sweetie. Want to say hi?
Hi.
She says hi. Some products, some of them that I've used a lot, some of them that I haven't used as much, and we're just going to jump in. Actually, I think I'm going to start with the eyes. I'm going to use my Master Conceal on my eyes. I've been using this as a primer to use it up, you know, it's in my project pan. So it's been going pretty good. For those of you, I don't want to spend a lot of time on this, but my husband did get his treatment finished, and he seems to be on his road to recovery. I do find that I'm noticing improvements, and so that is all positive. But like anything, it's a journey, and he'll just have to keep on getting better. It is what it is. So we'll just keep hoping and praying that he will continue to improve. All right, so let's get something on the lid here. Going back into Truth. I colored my hair last night, and I'm honestly loving it. I let my roots grow out quite a bit, and so I feel like it has a lot of like natural in it still, so it's not just like stark blonde, but I really like it. It always ends up looking yellowy on the camera. I don't know why, but it really isn't. Like, it actually has more of a neutrally tone to it. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna go into Undone right here. This look is fairly simple. I just kind of warm up the crease a little bit with some brown. I find when I do that, it kind of helps the green not seem so stark. But it's been pretty simple look. Then I will go into a little bit of DTF. And then we will just start with the green. So I do apply this to the crease because I feel like if I don't, it's going to end up there anyway because I've got hooded eyes. So let me find a good brush. Some of my favorites are dirty. I hate when that happens. So first, I just like to go into the green and kind of brush it through into the crease. And then I go through with like a shader brush and kind of pack on the color so you can see the shine a little bit more. Here you go. When I'm using greens like this, that's definitely when I need to go back into a clean brush. Actually, let's go into this one. You don't want to keep blending with that brush. You're going to just end up with way too much green. So I'll just kind of use this brush to kind of blend. It's giant, fluffy. I love it. All right, so now I'm going to take a flat shader. And on this one, this is why I'm needing to do this first, because you do get a little more fallout. And with brighter colors, it's a little harder to cover that up. So then I just kind of do that, like press and pull. And then I really amp that up on the lid. And see, I really don't have to do much blending because I've already kind of blended it out into that crease. So then the green is good. But this dragon shade is a really beautiful shade. I'm going to go back into my brown just a little bit. Just kind of dip into these two brown shades and just kind of anchor it down a little more, and then I'll clean up the fallout. We'll move on. I'll get my big brush and sweep that away. All the jabbering is Little Miss. Is what it is. I'm gonna use my Cover FX primer. I got a new phone, and it's a 10, iPhone 10. I don't remember. Maybe it's only an 8, but it's better than what I had, which was a 6. But I have to make sure I'm using the pore fillers because it takes so much better pictures. I can see all my pores. It's like, oh girl, let me be filling those. Alright, my foundation of choice as of recently is the e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation in the color Sand. And I like this just applied with a sponge. My skin's doing better again. I got back to my ordinary product and it just kind of cleared up again. For some reason, this foundation has a little funky texture that if you apply it with your fingers, it's, I don't know, I don't like it as well. So if you tried this with your fingers or a brush and you didn't really like it, try it again with a sponge. I don't know, there's something about the sponge and the water that just kind of makes it, I don't know, different somehow. Oh man, I feel like I'm finally getting the benefit of moving to the south now that it's turning into fall and it's still nice and I can still go running and walking outside and it doesn't go from like 80 degrees to 40 degrees overnight like it does in Utah where it's just like winter, snow. I don't think it's snowing quite yet in Utah, but it's like you go outside and it's like 75. I'm like, oh yes, this is totally worth it now. All right, I'll put a little bit of concealer under my eyes. Okay, under my eyes, I'm going to set with the Wet n Wild Reserve Your Cabana. Give a little shimmer in the light. And the rest of my face, I'm going to set with my Pacifica. It's almost out. Gonna need to buy another one. And I just love this pressed powder, so I will buy this because I've used it up and I need to replace it. But I still have not been buying anything. No palettes, no holiday sets, nothing. Can you believe that? Okay, let's move on to eyebrows. I'm going to be using my IT Cosmetics Brow Power. My brows desperately need to be tweezed, but I can't find my tweezers. It's a problem. And every time I go to the store, I just forget to buy tweezers. It's like the tweezers I have, they've gotten to the point where they just won't grab the hair. And it's like, this is ridiculous. If you have severely uneven brows, you have a hard time getting them straight, just part your hair over. No one will ever know. Alrighty, so I think I need to touch up the under eyebrow highlight a little bit. So I'm going to take some of this Reserve Your Cabana and I'm going to touch up under my eyebrow. Put a little of this in the inner corners just to brighten that up. Alright, for bronzer and blush, I'm going to go into my e.l.f. This is the contour palette plus one of the shades from the blush quad that I put in here. I'm going to use all of these. I'm going to use the warmer shade kind of like all over here. And then I will do the deeper shade just under the cheekbones. Trying to keep some of that summer glow. It's like, yes, when there's still sun outside, I can still be glowing. Little Miss is literally in there saying, yummy pizza, yummy pizza. She's obsessed with pizza. And the blush. Warm up the face a little more. Alright, I will do highlight and then I'll get back to the eyes. So I'm going to use this pure highlighter. This is the Afterglow highlight. This is one I got from BoxyCharm. It is pretty glitzy. Something you want to use for like holidays or when you really want to glow. Alright, so I'm going to just use an angled brush and go into this dark shade called Defy. And although I don't really like this as like eyeshadow, it does work good as a liner, so that's what I'm going to use it as. For mascara, I'm doing my Jordana Best Lash. Alright, so my eyes are all finished. My face is finished. So I just need my lips. I'm going to be using Bougie from AOA Studios from Shop Massé. So I tried out this kind of like purpley green combo the other day and I really liked it. I've worn it a few times, so I thought I would share it because it's something a little bit different than what you would normally see with a green eye. So this is my finished look with my Vice 3. I think this will be my final look from this palette, and then I'll just do a finale at the end of the year or the beginning of next year, let you know how much I was able to finish. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing a bunch of looks from this palette this year. And thank you guys, as always, so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!